And there we go. Okay, now we got it. Now we got it. Sorry, guys. We're having a bit of mic issues, but everyone, welcome to OCE Racing League 2 for round 6 at the Singapore Grand Prix. It's your host, Jules, hosting the session for OCE Racing League. And today, joining me once again will be Law of the Streets. Are you there?
Yes, I certainly am.
How are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad.
That's good, that's good. Okay, and next to joining us today again will be Chris Mania. You there?
Howdy.
How you doing?
Oh, pretty fresh. Just got out of the shower.
Not bad. I
Hair's
mean,
dripping
you
all over the place.
ultimate fresh. So, we're at Singapore today. What do we think?
Yeah, terrifying track to drive. In
Yeah, I was
places,
gonna.
certainly. Tough racing. Gotta be respectful. Very easy to take each other out. Some of these places don't leave enough space.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, Law, what's your initial thoughts?
A very, very interesting track but what I've seen is where's the overtaking going to take place?
Well, I suppose that's the question, isn't it? Probably the best overtaking spot is into turn 5, I think it is, in the long straight. After that, everything else is pretty small opportunity.
Unless you drive like you drive.
I mean, yes, but I managed to make it through pit, so somehow.
There are a few overtaking opportunities around here, but a lot of it depends on either your opponent misplacing their car or you getting a better run out of certain corners. Interested to see during the practice sessions, there's a few people who are strong in, particular sectors and then weaker in others, and so I suspect there's going to be a lot of, kind of pushing and pulling over the course of a lap.
I'm sure there will be. As we go on board with our first driver, starting a hot lap with our newcomer, oh dang, it's Yang. So,
Dang.
Yeah. What's that? By the way, what is the weather looking like? I'm actually really interested in finding out
That's
what's
a
going
great
to be.
question. Let me call my weather guy.
All good. Because for viewers, so we've done quite a number of practice sessions through the week. So every week we run 4 practice sessions. One on Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time. One on Thursday at the same time. One on Friday at the same time. And then Saturday we run at 3 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time. Now, in those sessions, plus any extra sessions we've done, plus the races we Wackle and some of the other drivers did last night, including myself, we had quite a bit of rain. So I'm interested.
Didn't it rain like twice in
Yeah, so
both races?
in the 2 races we did last night, and then I think 3 of the practice sessions that we've done during the week, we had rain. So it's going to be very interesting as to seeing what the weather will be like for the race. As we're on with Odang and Yang finishing off into the penultimate corner.
He's
very nicely.
validated his lap.
Has he?
Yeah.
That's annoying. Must have missed that while we were talking, so he's going for it again. As Zox puts in a flying banker, sets it at 136.632, and Kidzu following behind with a 137.1, so about 5/10 back. Killaroo with a 140.1. So there's quite a bit of a gap between Kidzu and Killaroo, about 3 seconds, about 5/10 back from Kidzu to Zox. So not too bad, as Odang as Yang puts in a 26.6 for his Sector 1. And looking at our Twitch, we have Mr. Snowball going for Zox. So we've got a bit of a Zox follower at the moment with Snowball. And he'd be hoping Zox is probably going to take away another victory. As Vans puts in a 35.4, so about 1.2 seconds quicker than Zox at this point in time. So
It's already getting pretty spicy there. So I've got an update for the weather on you. It looks like miraculously we're going to have a dry session.
Interesting. That is interesting.
very interesting.
That is very interesting.
So it's actually pretty interesting in that a lot
Yeah.
of the practice we've done has involved wets one way or the other.
Yeah.
But yeah, it means we'll have the fastest possible track. We'll see some pretty impressive lap times.
Well,
And yeah,
we'll find out as we're finishing off with Odang and Yang, and he puts in a 36.2. So puts himself in second spot for a for his debut qualifying in our OCE Racing League 2 series. And we do have Nico 5513 also in his debut for OCE Racing League 2. Now Nico's been a part of our league for quite some time, but actually hasn't participated in any races since season 1. So let's see how he goes as he's taking it nicely at the end of sector 2. We also have another newcomer who's in 7th spot at the moment with Specs 56. He's one of our reserve drivers and has also been in the server for quite some time in our league. So let's see how the new guys go. At the moment, it's Odang and Yang that's outperforming the others, the new guys. Or the top new guy, I should say. So, but we seem to have a very full lobby. I think this is as full as it's ever been. 19. We normally we have about 18 or 17, sometimes even 16, but we have 19 today. That's a lot. It is a lot, as Nico puts himself in 8th spot with a 137.4. So, what about lap? As we're on board with Wobble Candy, who has broken himself quite heavily and almost went into the wall there. Into the arches. Locking up quite a bit, Wobble Candy at this point in time. Yeah. And Salty Sandman puts in a 150.178, so about 10 seconds off the pace of Killaroo at this point in time.
So, what do you think the tyre strategy will be, do?
For a dry track, I think it's going to be a 2-stop. I mean, the hards are not too bad, depending on the track temperature. But if the track temperature is cold, the hards really struggle. They struggle a lot. As Wobble Candy puts himself in second with a 136.1. So far, Vans is untouchable in that pole position. Wobble Candy the closest one, but still 7/10 off Vans at this point. So this makes for an interesting race for second, I think, at this point in time. Unless Wobble Candy has got more in the tank, which I think he does, because of his lockups, as we are on board with Sly Dog. Sly Dog, he's had 2 very good races, 2 points finishes in his last 2 races. So he's been quite consistent. Let's see how he goes for race number 3. Can he get another points finish? Unfortunately for Sly Dog, in the last race, he was spoke to suit, and he spins and makes contact with the wall. That's probably part of his shot gone.
It's so easy to do there.
Oh, it really is. It really is.
That'll be the end of his lap.
As Joe, we're on board with Joe right now. Joe into the DRS zone. So let's see what his sector 1 time is going to be. It's a 26.6 as well, so about on par with Odang at Yang. So it goes a bit wide.
He's actually gone quicker in sector 1.
Oh, has he? That's interesting.
Yes.
By much? I'm pretty sure Odang as Yang had roughly the same time in sector 1. It's not looking too bad. Very twitchy on the rear. Opens the DRS again. So Joe, everyone that doesn't know, Joe is in our OCE Racing League, so Tier 1 division. So just filling out in Tier 2. Bit of extra racing. We tend to give our tier drivers choice as a reserve driver, and if there's free spots, they're always welcome to race. But looking at this point in time, this is also... Well, actually, I forgot to mention, guys. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone. So it's the 14th of February. So
Happy Valentine's Day.
yeah.
Yes, happy Valentine's Day.
So
Ooh.
Joe puts himself in second spot with a 136 flat. So
Wow.
not a bad lap. it goes to show what Vans has been doing with 6/10 on our Tier 1 driver. So maybe Vans needs to. Maybe Vans should be offered a bit of a role here, a regular role. As we
Oh, as he's invalidated his lap.
Yeah, I was just watching him out on a hot lap Vans, and he's cut. What's that? I don't know. Somewhere in the first sector, he's invalidated his lap.
Oh, Mad Dog straight round. Oh, that's a shame because he was right on the second last on the last corner pretty much. So round his lap goes, and he's cut the track. That's not going to be good because he's going to be looked very harshly by the stewards if he does that in the race, and he's really slowing down.
Well, he just slowed down.
I think he might have missed the line there. So the pit entry is a little bit confusing, or it has been at least during practice, because there's the speed limit board and a line on the track, and you keep going around that corner a little bit, and then there's the actual limit line. So we've seen people slow down a bit earlier than they need to, just because of that extra line on the road. So it'll be something to look out for in the race.
It's a very tight pit lane. Now, I'm interested in seeing what O'Dang Yang's lap time is going to be, because he's 2/10 up in Sector 2, and he did that on the mediums compared to his first lap on the soft. So what's his time going to be? A 35.7. So he's 3/10 off Vans on the medium tire. So what an absolute lap that was for O'Dang Yang.
Amazing.
I think yellow flags left, right, and centre over the track.
I have been seeing yellow flags popping up, but I think it's people getting out of the way or just warming up their tires. So
yeah, I don't see any.
I don't think it's much to be looking
cars
at,
on their
as
own.
we just missed Wolfman putting in a 35.4. So wow, it's actually really close between Vans and
That is
Wolfman.
Incredibly close. He's
What
actually
is-
got the fastest middle sector there.
So what is that? He's just over 5 thousandths of a second. So or 50 thousandths of a second.
Not a lot between them there.
Yeah. So what a lap. Well done, Wolfman. Let's see if we can find another driver on a hot lap, and that is Wobble Candy going for it again. What's Wobble going to be doing in Sector 1? So as he opens that DRS, let's ride on board with him as he goes through. How's his braking zone going to look? No lockups, nice and smooth. He was up in Sector 1. I just missed how much he was up, but I did see the minus sign, which is a good sign to show. Not looking too bad, looking very smooth, easy on the throttle. As he would probably, I think that would be Wolfman. He'd be probably saying thank you to Wolfman for getting out of the way. I'm starting my lap. As what's it looking like? It's very nice and tidy. Through probably the toughest section of the track. So, what's his Sector 2 going to be? He's up 5/10. Where does that put him? That puts him as a 35.5 at this point in time. Let's see what he's saying. The track must be getting much quicker because these guys are putting in very quick times throughout the lap.
Yeah, absolutely.
As J Miles, we just missed J Miles retiring. That's not the first time he's retired in a qualifying session. So, and who is that that's in the way right now? That's going to be hampering Wobble Candy a lot. Massively. Who is that? That would have been quite a bit of an impede. We probably have to look back at who that was.
Looks like
as we go on board with Kidzu.
we've still got two drivers that haven't set a lap yet.
Mad Dog and Sly Dog. Well, Mad Dog hit the wall in the second last corner, and Sly Dog hit the wall at the middle part of the track as Kidzu goes nearly 2/10 up. So the track is getting quicker. So,
As it tends to do towards the end of a quali session.
well, what do we got? We got 2 minutes 37 as Kidzu just invalidated. That was quite a bit of a cut. So, we just missed Sly Dog actually set his lap. He's now in 12th spot at the moment. So he does set a lap. Mad Dog, where are you? So
I'm on board
he's
with
carrying
Mad
a
Dog
lot
in,
of speed.
Sector 2.
Yeah, sorry, he was carrying a lot of speed into that corner. So let's see, what's his Sector 2? A 103.2. Who else? Where does that put him for a Sector 2? 103.2.
Not
think.
sure, not sure.
What's the
I,
telemetry
I
say?
only get the sector times, not the overall time.
Ah, okay. Well, let's see. Where will this lap put him? He's nice and tidy. Doesn't want to spin again. He's still got it. I don't know if it'll be a 35, but it might be a 36. No, it is a
Oh, a
35.
35.5.
There we go. So 1/10 off Vaughn. So it's very, from being quite spread out, the field is very close at that, between first and fifth. Covered by 6
Yeah,
tenths of a
absolutely.
second. Well, actually, I'd say first and fourth at this point in time. So
Barnes looks to be on a personal best right now.
let's ride on board with him. Let's see what his sector 2 time is. Carrying a little bit slower than Wolf, what do you call it? Wolfman was, or Mad Dog, I should say, into that. But he is 3 tenths, almost 4 tenths up. So that'll put him almost a 34. Oh dang it, Yang has retired. That's not going to be helpful come the race, because that's probably a chance he's lost to try and improve on his time, as Starish Clown is right in the middle of the track at this point in time. He's going to need to get out of the way very quickly, and he does. He's saying thank you to Vans. What is Vans' time? Will he be a 34? It is a 34.8, so he's 6 tenths quicker. So that's the marker. He's Mad Dog. He's on a warm-up.
Zox goes quicker into P2.
Yeah, but he's still 4 tenths off Vans, unfortunately. I feel like Mad Dog might not get the line in time. He's 17 seconds. Yeah, he's not going to get to the line. So 12 to 10. Yeah, he's missed out. So anybody else? So you got Joe right now on 4 minutes 40. He's not going to get to the line with 4 seconds to go. And I think, yeah. So line is gone. It's Wobble Candy with a 36.1. He's still going.
Oh,
No,
Zox on the lap right now still.
we just had a bit of a tangle.
Who was the tango? I'm assuming it was Guackle and Mad Dog, I think. As Migs is on the mediums right now. I don't know if he's going for it, full send. He's not, he's definitely not full sending. So, is there anybody that's actually on a lap right now?
Zox is on a lap, but I think he might have got impeded up here by
Sly Dog,
Uh,
Nico.
Sam.
Nico's
Didn't
also
quite
on
see.
the lap.
But he's 9 seconds down in Sector 1, so I don't think that is his lap. Where's Guackle? Guackle has invalidated his lap, and I think he's gone, damn, because he's put himself into the wall on purpose. So...
You don't know that it was on purpose.
Yep. It was just on purpose because he just trying to hit the wall again.
And oh dang, it's Yang has left the session. I think
Interesting.
he might need another invite. Chris, did you want to?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. So Salty Sandman does jump Starish Clown. So
Who was that, sorry?
Salty. Oh dang, it's Yang.
Oh, I might not have him on Steam. You might have to do that.
Bear with me then. And he's got the invite. Just let him know.
I think um, everyone's actually finished their laps.
I think so. I don't think there's anybody else on a lap at this point in time. So it looks like pole position goes to Vans. Well done, Vans. He gets a 34.8.
Candy's still out on track right now.
But it says he's got the checkered flag to his name, so that's lap.
It does too, it does too. Okay.
Yeah.
Telemetry issues.
It is a little bit, isn't there? I mean, the only one. Well, who we got? We've got Vans in first, the American. Up next is Zox in second spot, the Australian. Wolfman, the Australian, in third. Mad Dog in fourth. Wobble Candy in fifth. Oh dang, it's Yang on the mediums in sixth. Joe in seventh. Migs and Jay Miles also on the mediums in eighth and ninth. And Kidzu rounds out our top 10 with on the softs. So it's going to be easy. What do we reckon now? What do we think is going to happen in the next hour or so, just under an hour? Well, yeah, it'd be maybe just probably about 40 minutes for the race. But what do we think?
It's
What's our
it's
predictions?
going to be interesting with tyre strategies. That's what I predict.
Definitely will be. Well, we know it's probably going to be a two-stopper. We know that. The question will be, what's the tire? What will be the best tires to put on?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
As we're also getting in some news that Salty Sandman was holding up Zox. I think we may have just caught this as well. So
I think I saw that on the stream.
that'll be
Or maybe not on the stream. I've at least got a view of it.
so that'll
That'll be looked
be
at by the stewards.
for sure. Will be for sure after the Tier 1 race.
I
As
believe that was on his last lap towards the end there.
we have 16 viewers at this point in time on Twitch. And everyone watching, thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoy the race. We have 8 seconds before we get to our formation lap.
Tell us who you think will win.
Send it in, send
And
it in. So, with Jet Eyes, hopefully I pronounced that right on Twitch, you've got pole. So,
Sure, it's close
Barnes
enough.
definitely does have pole, and he takes them away. So, on this formation lap, well, any chance of rain or no chance?
It does not look like it.
Well, I'm sure this will be a spicy race regardless. Turn 1 always
Oh,
is.
absolutely, it will be. The thing about the dry is that it's your best chance for overtaking. Overtaking in the wet is pretty scary, but at least in the dry, you know what your car's going to do.
so they're predicting like soft mediums.
Yeah, I think in general it's a two-stop, depending on if anyone is brave enough to roll the hards for
Ooh,
the back
there is
half
one
of the
driver
race.
that's actually rolled the hard.
Oh, are they on the hards?
And
Oh, yeah.
Burgers.
the Burls, thank you for correcting me. Jetties, there we go. Jetties and the Burls. Well, it seems like all Jetties will be giving us some team radio from Barnes, I believe. So, thank you guys. And Basic Kiwi, who is... What is he doing? He should be racing right now. He's commenting on Twitch at the moment, hoping for a top 10. So, we will see that. We will see, Basic Kiwi, how you go. You never know, there could be a big accident right at the start. And then you never know where you can find yourself. With 19 drivers in the field, it's probably the most we've had in a league race for OCE Racing League 2. Really, anything can happen into turn 1. We
As the Bells just said on Twitch, we had to train Bills.
So, well, we'll find out very, very shortly as Barnes warming up those tires, trying to get the heat in there. It does make a big difference having a lot warmer tires off the start, as we do see.
All I'm going to say is,
sorry, go, Law, go.
It's very interesting with Burgers starting on the hards.
Who else is starting on the hards?
Burgers.
Well, let's have a look. Actually, we didn't really check. Right, yes, he is on the hards. So, well, right now, what do we got? So we've got 9 out of the 19 drivers. 9 drivers are on a harder compound, with 1 on the hards. The other 10 on the softs. So we expect the top 5 to sort of run away for a little while, but we know the softs do not last well at all around Singapore. So expecting lap 5, the medium and the harder compound, probably the lap maybe 8 or 9 for the harder compound for Burgers, but lap 5 for the mediums to start closing down the soft runners. As 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights, and we're about to go into turn 1 for the round 6 Singapore Grand Prix. Barnes takes us away. No, we've got a bit of a stall. No, here we go. Finally away. As it is away, and it looks like Zox got away well, but not as well as Vance. Oh, bit of a touch. Oh, bigger touch. And to Mad Dog, as Mad Dog has dropped it. Vance is gone, and he's clear. O'Danger's Yang has made up 1 spot. J Miles made up 1 spot. So Mad Dog, unfortunately, into P18 for him.
Yeah, it looked like a bit of a chain reaction up the front there.
Definitely was.
Touching the car behind and then the car behind giving a bit more of a significant touch to the next guy.
Well, we have, who's that? We've got Joe being spun right then and there. And I believe he made contact with Nico, but I'm not sure. Reached that into the middle of the track as J Marks. So we've still got 19 runners into the middle part of the circuit. It's very close.
So about as clean as it can be for Singapore.
It's very close right now as Killaroo is getting very close. Probably not an overtaking position, and I think a lot of people will know that. Very close to the back of Specs. Tries to dive, and this is where Killaroo probably wants to make the move now because Specs is on the mediums. And he's on the softs. Will he go for it? Thinks twice. Specs going for it on Slydog, makes clear contact with Slydog and hits the side of him. Killaroo trying to find the outside. We have a yellow flag. Whoop! Slydog leaves Killaroo no space, and Killaroo's gone round. Oh, there's gonna be plenty of this race.
Yeah.
Wackle being touched from behind the back of Slydog. Oh man,
wow.
what is going on? This has been one hell of a for lap one. We've got a lot of people going round, spinning, being tapped
There's
from behind.
action every part of the track right now.
As who's in the pits? Do we have people in the pits? I think we do.
We do.
Migs and Kidzu
Kidzu?
in the pits. So, well, that marks lap one, guys. Whoa, error, the session.
Ooh.
Oh,
This is interesting.
Very
is interesting. Do we just have the race drop out?
Yes, we did. I've dropped out.
Great. I'll be right back. I'm going to drop to voice.
All good, all good. We did, the race did drop out.
But I mean, everyone's still in the lobby, Jules.
That's interesting.
Very interesting. I've never had that happen before.
Yeah, sorry about this, viewers. We are not sure as to what just happened, but apparently everyone's been kicked from the session. It's not just us. So hopefully Chris will bring back some news and find out what exactly is going on.
Should I just let them know in the chat that they are?
Well, Chris is going to tell everyone. I was going to ask everyone what's happening. So let's find out what's happened. Hopefully find out. Sorry about this, viewers. This is I think it's happened once before, but we've been pretty fine lately, unfortunately. It's a little bit annoying, but I suppose there's not much you can do. Apparently, Jetties is saying they are still racing fine.
Okay, well, half of them have actually dropped out according to.
I think half the lobby's dropped out. I think that's what it is.
Should we maybe restart the race?
Potentially. Seems like a big lobby did. So we had probably a bit of a desync. Yeah, I think we're calling on a bit of a restart, and I think so. I definitely think so. Alright, sit tight, viewers. We are going to have a bit of a restart with the same qualifying order as it was before. We hopefully will get this up and running very soon. Sorry for the inconvenience as well, as again, it's not something that we like to see, but sometimes technology doesn't go our way. So let's get this up and running. We'll be back. In the meantime, guys, we will pop on a highlights video for the last race for you, so at least you got something to watch. And yeah, we'll be back, guys. big first into turn 1. And they go. Are they going? They're staying. There we go. They're going. And we're going. Zox is away. Moggs has made a very good start. Wobble Candy dropping down. At the moment, Moggs has jumped into second spot, but I think that was a bit of a corner cut. How's it going? Any incidents? Who is that spinning in the back?
Someone's gone around.
Someone's going around. It looks like Mad Dog. It is Mad Dog. It is Mad Dog who's gone around. Zox back in. Moggs there. Wobble Candy's come back into second spot. Moggs trying to go around the outside.
Almost 4 wide into T3 there. Wow.
Moggs has taken into fourth. Mick's been taken. He's been taken into fourth place. He's now back where he started, unfortunately.
Was that
like
Josh?
KKH is dropping down the field a little bit.
Punted the DRS board on the inside there.
Potentially has been forced by his run of the drive up. He's going to struggle with those mediums as we have Dawn being challenged by. Actually, he was challenged by 77, I think. But he has set himself very nicely for turn 3. Can he get. They're both going to be applying their ERS. Can Josh KKH get him into turn 3? He goes. Salty Salmon doesn't really defend. Josh KKH very late on the brakes. Dies. Salty Salmon does the cutback as it looks like Dawn's been hit by Starish Clown. But Josh KKH has got. It looks like he's just got Salty Salmon. And he has Salty Salmon coming back at him. Dies on the inside. Josh KKH trying to do the undercut behind him.
Don't mind those.
Basic Kiwi going on Starish Clown. Brakes very late. Starish Clown gets him back. So, man, who is that on the grass right now? Who's on the? Who's over there?
Kiwi.
Basic Kiwi. So,
There is a lot happening at the moment.
yeah, this track is so short. There's so much action happening.
3 cars here in T1.
Oh,
Wackle.
gets Wackle.
Oh,
Oh, that was
no.
very close.
Wackle goes up to 6.
That was very close.
That was a great series of corners for Guackle.
What is happening at the back there? We've got Killaroo going very deep on Sly Dog. Leave each other space. They do. There's 4 cars all battling at once. This is amazing.
Oh, this is amazing. And Killaroo lost it.
Does he? Have we lost Killaroo? He does. He's now dropping down the order. He's in 13th. So that's a real shame.
Now, Burger's down the inside. Ah, he almost gets him, but the medium says, nah, I cannot do it. Wackle still stays at
Burger
6.
still got Wolfman. A bit of a swill. Wolf.
Wow,
who
that
we
was
got there?
quite a dangerous lockup.
He's getting very close to Guackle. Is he going to go? He does go for it. And he gets Guackle. Oh, Guackle trying to do the undercut? Nah, doesn't work. So, Burgers in those mediums up to 6 is gaining more here. Back on board as.
Oop. Run for third there.
Whoops. Moggs on board, getting past Migs.
Oh, that's confusing. Moggs and Migs.
It is a little bit. Migs trying to get back up so far in 10 laps. We then have Mad Dog, the biggest loser, who's lost 10 spots. So it's looking very nicely for Burger. Sitting in 5th on.
Might have been Salty Sandman.
Zox passes by Sly Dog, and he's gonna get Wackle.
It's two moves in one. Right on board. Zox, yeah, already gone. Peanuts, on to you. What's your thoughts so far for the first 13 laps of the race?
Well, it's been such an exciting race so far. And he gets.
Guackle going around the outside of him. Can he hold it? Josh KKH.
Very respectable. They both left space.
Both of them still. I mean, Josh KKH is going to have much better tyres than Guackle at this point in time because one's on the mediums
Yeah,
and one's on the
definitely.
softs, and they're both on 14 lap old tyres. So, Josh KKH.
Oh, no, did he?
he's
There
blocked.
are a lot of
He's
cars in the
stuck.
pits at the moment.
Oh no, that's terrible news for Guackle. He will not be happy at all. He's going to have to wait even longer for his pit stop as the mechanics are taking ages. What is going on? Guackle will be fuming. Oh man, that pit stop has gone from bad to worse as he's dropped and dumped down into 13th spot. Killaroo and Super Boy goes round. So he does go round. He's had to reset the track. That's a shame. Battling Killaroo.
What was that, sorry?
What's the rain looking like? How far out?
Still going.
Yeah, still no sooner than 10.
Okay, so 10 minutes from now, that puts us on lap 28, 29. Because
No,
these guys are doing 105s at the moment. What is the fastest lap?
memorable race.
J Miles
Is-
going for Josh KKH. He's going down the inside. He does get him. He does, and he's gone. So Josh KKH gone, overtaken by J Miles. On board with Moggs. And it
Just
looks
had
like,
them swap out of the last corner for second place here.
did he just get Wobble Candy? He did just get Wobble Candy.
Yeah, he did on the straight.
While we're watching J Miles and Josh KKH, J Miles went up to go on into, so as you can
Oh.
Yeah, he is all over the place.
see. Ooh, is he made contact with the wall? I thought I just
Did
saw
he
that.
did?
So look, Super Kid Boy's gone round. He has gone round. That's his second spin of the day as Josh KKH gets J Miles. Oh, Super Kid Boy's almost back in the wall. So unfortunately, when those tires go cold, they really go cold. And I think
To turn 3.
he's there. I was just about to click onto that, and he got him before I was able to. Moggs is gone. As who is that into the wall?
Kid
As
Super
Moggs,
Kid Boy.
Moggs coming back at Wobble Candy. So Super Kid Boy again spinning where he spun last time. So Wobble Candy seems to be enjoying these conditions a little bit. So
Wow, yeah, in the last two corners. Wow.
literally last two corners, they're going to be at the back of the pack. So there he is, Star is playing right there. We're waiting for Zox, and Zox has gone. Wobble Candy, Sly Dog, 3-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. And
Oh no.
who has dropped it? Someone has dropped it, I think. Migs.
Oh no, it's Mugello.
Ooh,
Migs.
Migs. What has happened? What has happened here?
It was contact.
Understeering into that corner. Looks Sly Dog's hit
Oh.
the bump, and it's sent him really wide. And
Yeah.
Wolfman says, "Thank you very much."
Fortunate that at the moment we're going into storm conditions.
I wonder whether it's is Moggs going to get disqualified for crossing his line? He is disqualified for ignoring the drive-through penalty.
Oh really?
I was wondering why he was not stopping. He has just been disqualified.
Wow, that's a big disqualification. That's put Burgers up into third.
Has put Burgers into third.
He's off in the grass. Sly
Yeah.
Dog. Yep.
He's in the grass, but he might be okay because out of the 18 runners, 10 remaining.
Hey, that's more than 50%. So
It's
pretty
true.
good in my book.
Hokkien going to get his first point in quite some time, so he's going to be very happy with that. Everybody in the points right now.
Yeah. But, race for survival at the moment.
It is, as Wolfman is going for, sorry, Penis, I just cut you off. Wolfman going for position on Josh KKH. He's going around the outside. He's very brave to do that, especially in the wet conditions. He's holding it. Can he hold it? Because now it becomes the inside line. Oh, he backs out of it. Probably smart play because I don't think Josh.
Wise,
picked that up.
absolutely.
Yeah.
They would have both been off.
As he goes into the second last corner, into the last corner, and Zox becomes our new winner for the OCE Racing League 2, and Wobble Candy just behind him. Burgers will cross the line to finish in third. We now wait on Wolfman and Josh KKH. Josh KKH will take fourth spot from Wolfman for that extra penalty. Well done, Josh KKH. Sly Dog coming in for sixth at this point. Oh no, I spoke too soon. Oh no, he's dropped it. Can he get himself back onto the track?
no.
Miggs is coming round. He's got to hurry. Miggs is coming round. He's going to get him. He does get him. Oh, that's a shame. As Guackle's still too far away, but Guackle's also finished. But still, probably Sly Dog's best result. Miggs finishing in sixth spot. What could have been? What really could have been for Miggs? Sly Dog becomes our last driver to cross the line. That's a shame. He dropped that sixth spot right in the last lap.
What a race.
Oof. What a race! That was packed.
That was crazy.
I don't even know what happened. There was too much going on.
How are we gonna top this in tier 1?
I don't think we can beat this at all. It's too good.
It was crazy. Unbelievable. Just
So yeah, much heavier rain than we were anticipating there at the end.
Just, yeah. No words at this point in time, just what a race. As Zox, the Australian, puts it on first place. So he's been challenging Moggs through the season, but Moggs has always had the better of him. Today, he was the best.
Very good.
Okay, viewers, we are back, and back for round two for this one here. So it should be all fixed. Hopefully not broken again. We will restart. All the drivers must start on the same tire that they qualified on. And if they were in the 10th to 20th position, they must start, or the 11th to 20th position, I should say, they must start on the tire that they chose. If they do not, they will be heavily penalized. So,
Interestingly, this does give an advantage to the people who selected softs because they're not going to have that quali lap wear
it's true.
to contend with.
It's true. So, yeah, it's
So
a little bit annoying.
unfortunate, but a
Yeah,
bit of a stroke of luck for those guys.
it is. It is a bit of a stroke of luck. Whoops, sorry. And thank you to the viewers that that stuck around during that time watching the highlight video of the last round. So thank you very much. As I think potentially Joe he does need another invite. Okay, so still having some issues, but we will hopefully fix that now. So here's the formation lap, and I think Joe has been booted out from our Mad Dog was disqualified. That's interesting.
These two must have touched each other.
I think so, but Joe might not be able to join, I think.
He should be if he was in the session when it started.
His name's not on the list on the side here.
It's not.
So this is annoying. I think
Did you give him an invite?
I have sent him an invite, so
We'll see if he can make it in.
whoop, don't want to see that. Sorry, viewers. Specs was disqualified from the session. Can you invite Joe again for me, because if he's not able to join, and this is a little bit annoying as well because it might push back our Division 1, our Tier
This will
1.
definitely push back the tier one.
Okay, so we're getting a lot of people disqualified.
What is going on?
What is going on is Joe has joined, but I don't think he'll be able to come and race. So what should we do? Is another question. Do we make another restart?
If we make another restart, that'll be third time lucky.
Well, I hope so. I'm gonna find out. But can you...
Do you see him on the grid?
I don't see him on the grid at all. No. So we might actually need to make another restart, unfortunately. Can you talk to the guys, in the... Joe has left the session. Find out from Joe. As Chris is going to
No,
do
just let it go ahead, let it go ahead, let it go ahead.
Go ahead, did he just drop?
He's left the session.
Okay. Well, now it's, well, here we go again for a second time. After our restart, we're on board with Barnes as we have a yellow flag. Whoop, a bit squiggly there. We've got Barnes, not a very good start, and he's been jumped by Zox, Wolfman, and Wobble Candy right now. Barnes battling away with Wobble Candy. This has been a terrible restart for Barnes.
Yeah, much worse start for him.
Mad Dog, probably a little bit happier this time. As what we probably should have checked was also their tyres. So, and it looks like everyone's pretty much on the same time. We had someone's missing. Oh wait, that's right, because Joe is not here. I think Joe was on as Wackle has retired. We have not seen that. Wackle has been retired. So what has happened there actually? So on board with Vange trying to find his way back into first place as runs forward with Slowdog. As Salty Salmon has a 5-second penalty for cutting corner. Very early, as that's only lap 1. Slowdog, Wackle has left the sessions. Whoa, and Slowdog's hit the back of Starish Clown. Slowdog not enjoying. I don't know if he's got any damage, but doesn't look like it. But I'd be interested to know. Oh, on board with Odang is Yang, who is 1/10 behind Kidzu. He's dropped 2 places so far, so it's not going to. And who was that? That was Nico going very wide into the last corner. So sorry, viewers, just catching back up on the action. So now we're just getting back into the right frame of mind, as we've had a lot of things going on in the background, a lot of messages going left, right, and centre. A few issues here and there, but I think we should be all sorted as Odang is Yang is going around the outside of Kidzu. Doesn't make it stick, but can he go into the next corner? No, he can't. So a bit of a lock up too. So now the race seems to have settled. We're on lap 2. No crashes. No crashes yet. And apparently Guackle accidentally went to the default setup, from what I'm hearing. So
That's a shame.
that's a real shame. Wow, Kidzu's into the wall. I think that's Odang as
no.
Yang has hit the wall.
Yeah, they've touched.
They have touched, so Odang as Yang is missing part of his front left end plate. And who is going very slowly there? I think Specs is making up 2 spots. Killaroo has also retired. I'm not sure what's happened there. Specs has made up 2 spots. So not bad. If we have a look at the positional changes. Here you go, position change. Right now, our biggest winner, Starish Clown, up 6. That's a big win actually for Starish Clown. And into who else would then? Specs is our next biggest winner, up 3. And then very incremental as Mad Dog gets himself a penalty. Obviously corner cutting. Killaroo has also left the session, so as Nico is very close to the back of Kidzu right now, there could be an overtake going on here. Not just yet. You probably could get him to the next DRS zone. That's a very nice view at the back of Nico's car. A nice sort of light blue black finish. Really gets Kidzu into this DRS zone. But Kidzu not getting DRS from the driver in front. Nico not close enough to the back of Kidzu. So now it's the time where the drivers start to sort of spread out a bit, sort of settle into a rhythm. Let's see, back on board with their tyre strategies. As we can see, Berger's down in 15th spot. Those hards clearly not kicking in, and they won't kick in for at least another couple of laps. So it's going to be a while as on the face of Nico trying to get past Kidzu. As I forgot to mention, thank you UD Bambi for the information on Guackle not having the default setup. So thank you very much for that. Right now, I think Sly Dog is making an overtaking pass. He did make an overtaking pass on Starish Clown, so he did get there. Starish Clown, still he'd be pretty happy in 13th right now. Off the back of last race, as Mad Dog, is he dropping places? He's in the pits, so that's a very early pit for Mad Dog. Is this for a front wing change or just a? No, he's going on the medium, isn't he? That's very early. He's on the mediums. No, it is a wing change. There we go. So he has had damage somewhere.
Yep, that was a wing change.
Starish Clown has left the session.
Oh, that's interesting. He's still in the running.
He's still very much in the running. So
He's actually if he's not in the session, his AI has just pitted him.
well, that's annoying. He might need another invite. Do you want to get onto that, Chris, please?
I will if I have.
As we're back on board with Vans, sitting in third spot with Wolfman behind. Wolfman getting very close to the back of Zox here, as the front three sort of driving a bit away from Migs at the moment.
I've been watching the battle between Wolfman and Zox for about the last 2 laps, and Wolfman's getting extremely close to Zox.
He's very close, and that was extremely close. Will he do the switcheroo? Not quite, but Wolfman on fire at this point in time. And I'm interested in seeing what Migs is going to do, because in the races last night, Migs was lightning quick.
Oh yes, yeah.
So I'm interested to see what he will do on those mediums, how far he will go, where he will come out when he goes to pit. So that'll be the next question once Wolfman, Barnes, and Zox have their little battle. So it's looking very close. Only 1 second separates the top three, with Migs only 1.7 seconds back. So Jetties on the Vans team radio, you're the fastest man on track. So he probably is. He did have the fastest man. It was the fastest man in qualifying. So looks like Vans has switched to the attack on Wolfman. So Wolfman has gone from attack to defending very quickly. A bit of a lock-up. As Mad Dog has retired from the session. We have missed something. Mad Dog has retired. So I'd like to know what happened there.
By the looks of it, looks like he was in the wall in sector 3.
That's unfortunate, because Mad Dog was looking really nicely for that race. So Chris, did you end up re-inviting Starish Clown?
I don't have him on Steam.
Okay, I'll have to get to it.
I don't have him on Steam.
So where is Starish Clown?
As we got Migs at he's set the fastest lap at the moment with 139.9.
He's not appearing, Starish Clown, so might want to. Sorry, viewers, again. It's
Leave it, I'll sort it out.
okay, easy. So right now, Wolfman getting very close. He's only 3/10 away from Zox. As Mix is getting very close to the back of Vans, so Van's going to find himself defending very soon, I think. So this top four, very reminiscent of Austria.
So you think of it, there's a 4-man train at the moment at the front.
All being held by Zox.
Yes. As Mad Dog has left the session, to no surprise, but what a nice view, nice helicopter angle onto the track, into the lights of Singapore. The top four separated by 1.5 seconds. That's how close it is right now. Jay Miles has left the session. Jay Miles has also retired, so we seem to be having a few people drop. So yeah, that is Salty Sandman going around. So these top four very, very close together. Jay Miles DNF'd in 10th spot. I'd like to know what happened there. Ooh, as who is that in the pits right now? That is Wolfman. Wolfman going into the pits. Just keeps it within the track, as Migs does get Vans. So we just missed it. Vans has been jumped by Migs, and those mediums will be coming into their own tire temperature, their own window right now, with the soft runners dropping off, as
Mixed with a very nice livery right now, with the half black, half blue. Very similar to Nico's sort of, Nico's livery.
As we've also got Celtic Sandmans into the pits again for another.
I think Salty Sandman is struggling a little bit. I don't think he's had much practice on this track. I don't think he turned up to one of the practices during the week, but easier.
As he's just come back onto the track the long way,
Well,
or the quick way sort of thing.
Well, we've had 4 retirements at this point in time, and we'll see how we go for the rest of this race. In Austria, we had 10 retirements, or 9 retirements.
Yeah, there's a surprising amount of people still in the session, all things considered.
So it was a big retirement from Austria, but again, it's only lap 7 and we've had 4. So in Austria, it was all towards the rain sort of side. We had the retirements.
Yeah, well, should be no rain coming today, and looks like everyone's pretty spread out at this point,
Zox is
except
into the pits.
for that.
Yeah, Zox into pits. So now we will see where Wolfman and how he does, and where he comes out in comparison to Zox.
Oh.
Zox still in the pit lane. I don't think he's boxed yet. He's in his box right now. So Wolfman.
In his box.
Salty Sandman's done a little bit of damage because he's got no front wing at all.
Zox out of the pits. Wolfman, where is he? He's coming down the straight. Where is he's coming out of the box? Wolfman does get Zox.
Line.
So that one lap on older softs has put Zox 3.2 seconds off Wolfman. So
That's really paid off.
I think the undercut in the pit lane is the way to go, to be honest, because yeah, Wolfman 3.3 seconds. So in one lap he gained that much time. So this is going to be interesting to see, as Wobble Candy getting very close to the back of Vans. Wobble Candy also. Wobble Candy's come out of nowhere actually. He stopped early. He's on 1 lap old mediums, and he was quite a few seconds away before the pits from Vans. But Wobble Candy is now 6/10, now 1.1 second away from Vans. But he's brought himself back into play. So yeah, there seems to be, I think, Kidzu and Slido coming out of pits and being jumped by Kidzu. So where else? So Slydog already. No, it's just Salty Sandman. That's a lap down. Salty Sandman has retired from the session just then and there. So as we were about to ride on board with him, he's retired. So now, oh dang, it's Yang. On lap 7, he is 10 seconds behind Specs. And that would explain it because his front wing
Seemed a bit stranded in the tunnel there.
Who's Salty Sandman?
Yeah.
Has he hit the wall, I'm assuming?
It looked like he made contact with the side of the tunnel.
Vans puts in the fastest sector 3, so Salty Sandman has then left the session. Well, right now the closest battle on track is between Vans and Zox, so
Just saw Nico overtake basic Kiwi there on track.
right now Vans is going to go for it on Zox. Is he close enough? No, not yet. So still sitting with Zox right now. Right now it's Zox to lose if he can keep Vans behind him, because he did jump him at the restart. So we have a lot of chatter going on our Twitch channel.
Yep.
People talking about golf and no practice. So someone trying to quit F1 for 6 months if Van does not win. So
Vans has got quite a hill to climb then to protect that man's career.
Well, the girls are saying golf sounds amazing, so yeah, it's not a bad sport. I've never been one for golf, but it's not too bad. Driving the kart is fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say you should probably stick to karting.
I meant the golf cart.
That is probably the most fun part of golf to me.
as Wolfman has jumped. Odang is Yang is in the pits finally, and that'll be to replace his wing. As we're back on board with Vans and Zox. Still very close together. As we just saw what is going on here. Slydog. These guys are ghosting out between each other. Slydog and Starish Clown. I don't know why, but yes, Slydog gone past Starish Clown. So I think Starish Clown's AI is just driving around at this point in time. So as Vans is going for it on Zox, trying to go for around the outside. And gonna have to be a bit braver than that to get around Zox. Zox will clear that all day. So over there now, 3/10 apart. The field looking very spread out as looks like Slydog has. Yes, he has. I was wondering why he was being jumped by Starish Clown again. I think he's made a mistake. So right now, So right now you have the front two about 5 seconds apart, both on 9-lap-old mediums. As Barnes go for another one. He is going for another one. Oh, he's been cut off by Zox. Not enough room there. So that's a slam on those brakes. As, this is probably this is the closest battle on track at the moment. Actually, Odang is Yang is getting very close to the back of Nico, pretty much pushing him into the DRS zone as Odang is Yang is going to get him. Will he go around the outside? He does. Just breaks last of late breakers and jumps Nico. Good overtake. Good overtake.
It's going to be interesting to see when the front runners come in for new tyres.
Where will that feed them out? With Wolfman, he's 15.8 seconds behind, and we know from practice that the pit lane time is about 25 seconds. So that would then put Migs. I mean, he's comfortably ahead of Burgers, so it would put him in
Migs
sixth.
roughly
In sixth.
Yeah.
So the question will be for Specs though. He's 5 seconds behind Migs. Who Wolfman is 15. Actually, I take this back. Migs might not go into sixth. I think he'll just be behind Wobble Candies right now. It'll be Spec that'll be ahead of Burgers. So right now they're clear from Burgers right now, and they'll have all the space in the world to try and close down the guys ahead, particularly with fresher tires. So, but I feel like they're going to go for the hards. So the hards, it's going to be interesting. As we were talking about it earlier, the hards there needs to be a good track temperature for the hards to work here. So,
I mean, today's the day then, right?
well, dry, clear, maybe with free space ahead. Yeah.
As Specs has come into the pits.
Slydog is trying to get Starish Clown once again. He's a little too far. Will he go through because of the ghosting? He does, and then gets Starish Clown to ghosting. So, why not Slydog? As yeah, Specs into the pits, Vans and Zox. So Vans has spent the last 8 laps staring at the back of Zox's car. Actually, even longer, probably 9 laps now, because he did get jumped. He was behind in 4th at one stage. So, but staring at the back of that front wing of Zox.
Actually, the rear wing.
Yes, the rear wing. Sorry, my bad. So, again, both drivers on 3-lap-old mediums. We've got, so Specs is on the hards, which is what I thought he would go on.
Yeah, it's quite early in the race to switch to mediums, right?
Well, now this,
What is the recommended life of the mediums?
I think Wackle was saying something about 18 laps or something, so, or maybe less than that. I don't know, so it's a tough one.
So we're right on the cusp, you reckon?
I think so. This is the other thing. This is now my other thought. Specs is on fresh hards. The guys in front of him all have maybe 4 or 5 lap old mediums. So in about 3 or 4 laps, those mediums are really going to start. You're going to start to feel pain on those mediums, and the hards won't really feel any pain until about lap 10.
As Migs is in the pits,
in the pits. He is. He's going around as
He's on the
fast.
hard.
So I think these guys are going to the end, which they definitely will. This will be 17 laps on those hards. So for sure they will get to the end. For sure.
For sure.
These guys are going to have to do another stop.
The guys up the front on the mediums here.
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty dicey towards the end on these tires.
I don't think they'll get to the end. There's no
Yeah.
way. They've done, or what in Wobble Candy's case, he's done 6 laps. He's going to have to do another 17 laps. He's going to be doing 23 laps on those mediums. Those mediums.
That might even be pretty rough on the hards.
That's
For
the
sure.
same with Wolfman. He's done 5 laps on the mediums, and he'll have to do what, 22 laps?
I feel like, yeah, so as we said, I feel like it's a 2-stop strategy for the guys going on the mediums. On the hards, they will get to we'll get with one stop. So let's see, Barnes. I don't see him getting past Zox unless Zox makes a mistake at this point in time. Zox has pretty much got it covered. At this point, we may as well go on board with someone we haven't been, with Wolfman. Leading the front, still got a 2-second gap over Zox with that pink and blue livery. Probably he's done a Vettel of 2019, where he's come in earlier and just sort of focused on his own race, and he's found himself in first at this point in time.
It's kind of the best situation you want to be in, right? Because battling around this track is so hard.
For sure. It's pretty much like Monaco. The only exception is probably as wide as Baku.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty wide in some places, but where it counts, it does seem to tighten up on you.
It does. Chris, in the meantime, would you be able to see if you can get Quackle for a quick interview?
Sure, I can see where he's at.
As we see that Oh Dang It Yang has set the fastest time with 1:39.7.
Well, I've actually missed this. Oh Dang It's Yang has put on a fresh set of medium, so he will be going to the softs. He's doing a medium soft. Whereas the other guys will probably be doing a soft medium or a soft medium soft, depending how far they can get those mediums.
When do you think will be the perfect time for Burgers to come into the pits?
Well, Burgers, I think lap 20, maybe lap 19 would be the perfect time for him. Maybe 18. Like, this is the thing. You don't want to be running out of grip towards the end of the race. You want to still have optimal grip at the end of the race. So
You need to be able to defend.
yeah, so long as he can keep those mediums in a good window, and he's only losing maximum 7/10 a lap, then he should be able to go for as long as possible, which would be the best probably step strategy. Put those mediums on about lap 19, even lap 20, and then run those mediums to the end, and that should put him in a very good window to not only pick up some good places, but to defend from the guys on the softs, which I think there will be a couple of guys on soft tires towards the end of the race. But as we got on board with Basic Kiwi, we haven't really talked about much about Basic Kiwi. He was hoping for a top 10 finish, and he's not far off. He's one place off that.
He might just sneak in there.
Possibly, if one of these guys in front of him have any sort of issue, any sort of problem. He said he wasn't going to have a good race, but here he is sitting in 11th. He's 6.6 seconds off Slydog in 10th. Even Slydog back in the points for the 3rd race running. I'm sure you guys, when you were watching the highlights video earlier during our little break period, Slydog unfortunately dropped it from 6th on the, what was it, the 3rd or 4th last corner in Austria, and lost his place to Mix, which really would have stung, but
Yeah, don't talk about it too much, or you might. You know, I don't know if you ever heard of the commentator's curse, or.
It definitely was a commentator's curse, for sure it was. So I'm sorry about that, Slow Dog. Let's hope it
Maybe
does.
we'll shut up about it then.
Let's hope it does not repeat. But if we go on board with Nico, one of our debutants. Well, I wouldn't say debutant, probably for season 2, because he did race, I think, one race in season 1. So how's he going? He's not doing too bad on lap 9 mediums, sitting in 9th, so he's in the points. He's got 23 seconds to the Burgers in front, so that's good for Burgers, being that far in front of Nico, as Kidzu has retired. So there's another retirement. We are just over halfway, and we've had 5 retirements. So
No, it looks
what
like
is
it's turn 3.
well, what does that spell now? We've had 5 retirements in 16 laps, with 15 laps still to go. Will that be another 5 retirements? Or...
Oh, there's a safety car.
There is a safety car. I was wondering why it has not appeared on my screen. But yes, we do have a safety car. So, well now, if it was spicy before, it's going to be spicier now.
Yeah.
So,
Ooh, driving. Wobble Candy's just received a drive-through penalty.
that's very
Oh, he
annoying.
must have
But he's
not kept the delta.
he's
So it was
flooring
only a VSC, a very short one there.
Ah, okay.
So not really giving anyone the chance to bunch back up.
That's going to be annoying. That's going to be very annoying. If we have a look at the penalties now. Here we go. Drive-through penalty. That's slow. Let's go 12 seconds with the penalties. And Kennedy hits the wall. So that's not going to be doing any good for his front wing.
Oh no, you don't want that.
And Miggs
There's
goes
planes
past.
around here.
So that's unfortunate for Wobble Candy because he was sitting very pretty there.
He will be able to take freshen mediums now though and comfortably get to the end of the race.
As Biggles Pit Lane says, we have had a safety car every year at Singapore, so 100% record continues. Well, so far, yes. We still have Tier 1, Biggles, so who knows, we might get a safety car in Tier 1, who knows? We might get...
Oh, the odds are certainly in the favour of the safety car.
They definitely are, as Vans is getting closer to the back of Zox. And Zox has closed up about a second on Wolfman, and Wobble Candy has gotten Burgers, so Burgers going about his own business. Now 24 seconds in front of Nico. Burgers is probably going to be looking very happy right now.
Yeah, he's got a good safe padding distance there.
So Vans must be really sick of staring at the back of Zox.
I think the play was, looks like Vance is aiming to get him a pit stop. So it sounds like they are definitely planning for another pit stop.
Well, the question will be whether it's mediums or softs, because if they're going to go softs, it'll be lap 25, 26, they'll be pitting, maybe even 24. So,
But I've just been riding on board with these guys the last lap, and they are both getting a bit squirrely in places. So they are certainly feeling the wear on those tyres already.
Well, they're Wolfman on 10 lap old mediums, Zox and Vans on 9 lap old mediums, so I don't know how much longer those tyres are going to go. I think maybe 5 laps, which will roughly be in the soft window. But then again, those softs will only last maybe 6-7 laps, so, and even that will be pushing it.
The bigger question is whether or not it's worth going for an undercut and committing to the medium. Have both of these guys had another set of tyres? Maybe they both started on the softs, right?
Well, Miggs started on the medium, so Miggs is a no.
Miggs, no. What about Vans and Zox?
Vans and Zox, I think they both did soft. I think they only did soft. Actually, now, I just realised... Whoa, Vans getting very squirrely, almost dropped it. I just realised we had a restart, so it's not going to matter what tyres they have left because they have it all reset.
That's true, yes. They're not going to have to worry about whether or not they burn too many tyres during quali.
No, definitely not.
I'm asking about whether or not they're going to meet the minimum 2 compounds.
Well, yeah, because Zox was on the softs, Vans was on the softs, so they definitely have.
it's a question of what tires should they go. What will be the
Yeah.
fastest way around here? Now, if they pull the softs on lap 25, yeah, it'll be very quick, but they're gonna have to deal with a lot of pain right now up until lap 25, as Vans does pit, as we were talking
Diving
about.
in. So he's going to take mediums.
I think Wolfman's in the pit. He's in the pits too. So Zox is continuing, and this
So
means
Zox may have to commit to the softs then. He might have to just push on.
who knows? It's potentially as Miggs has gone round. Vans, another set of mediums. Yeah, Wolfman, another set of mediums. So Onya, oh dang, it's Yang coming around on the mediums. We'll take Vans. We'll take. So Wolfman and Vans have quite a bit of overtaking to do. As Odang it's
Yeah.
Yang. There's a bit of a gap there. So Wolverine is sitting in 8th right now. That's annoying for him. That'll be very annoying on him.
This is going to be an interesting end to the race.
It definitely will be. Vans and Wolfman. Well, Wolfman's got to make up 4 spots, so he will be quicker than Specs and Migs on those hards. I think. What is the delta between mediums and hards?
Oh, off the top of my head, it's a pretty big one. Mediums to hards. it's some amount of time.
Let's see, Twitch viewers, do any of you guys know what the delta time between the hards and the mediums are at Singapore? And this, we might be able to work this one out on live, so...
Still your pocket calculator.
DeBurle's figuring that out roughly. So, we got some people on it. 7/10. Okay, so 7/10 between the mediums or hards. So, where does that put? With 10 laps to go, Wolfman is 3.7 seconds behind Odang Yang. And he's gonna have to make that a bigger delta. I think he's gonna have to make it a second a lap because he's got 3 seconds to Odang Yang. Zox is in the pits. Odang Yang has 8 seconds to Specs, who has 2 seconds. Actually, that's correcting itself. So we'll see where Specs 4 seconds back to Miggs. So right now, the ball is in Miggs's court.
Zox has taken mediums.
He's coming out right now. So Van's going right past, as we will be able to see as they have gone. So Zox has gone from in front of the pack to behind.
So it seems like the undercut's been worth it.
So that's, I 100% sure we've got some tier 1 drivers watching this right now, and will know that the undercut is the way to go. If it could be any more black and white tier 1 drivers, undercut is the way to go.
Yeah, the time you lose running on those old compound tires just kills you when you do eventually go for the pit stop.
Thinking to himself, he's glad not to see the back of Zox's car there.
He'd much prefer to see the front of the car, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Wolfman closing in on Odang Yang, 1.1. So, well, he's that. Where is Odang? Well, Odang Yang is on 9 lap old medium, so that explains as to why Wolfman has closed him down about 2 seconds this lap. So, I think Odang Yang might be a bit of a sitting back, and I think he will be going for those softs. So, going on for the fastest lap later on. So,
Might have the delta to absorb some of that slower running on the tyre.
for sure, here we go. Odang Yang is going in the pits, so that couldn't have worked out any better for Wolfman. Really. He's now got to chase down Specs. Let's see what he does. So he's 8.5 seconds at the start of this lap. It'll now be what he finishes this lap on how far he starts behind, on how far he is behind. So
Interesting.
it'll be interesting.
So
Van's
Odang
getting,
has gone for the softs.
that's very early. 10 laps on the softs. That's asking a lot of the softs.
He's also just served a 5-second penalty in the pits as well, so he's been quite compromised on that pit stop.
Definitely would have been. He's 29 seconds behind, so he's not catching softs and Vans. I know there's a big delta between the softs and mediums. I think it's 1 point something seconds between the two. If anyone on Twitch can actually find that one out for me too. we have our own we have our own
They're not
research
just
group.
your engineers, Vans, they're our engineers.
So let's see. It's Wolfman. You know what? There is
Still
still
wants to know the Delta 2
there,
soft and medium.
there is still a chance. There is still a chance here for Wolfman because the lap's not over and Wolfman has closed in Whoop, Wolfman's dropped it and there goes part of his front wing. That's going to be that's sad. That's going to be very sad for Wolfman.
Oh,
All that hard work just undone. Just undone. That's really sad.
engineers say 6/10 on the Delta there.
Yeah, there's no way Odin is going to be catching this group. No way. I think. Well, I think that goes to spell what probably the fastest way around this track will be. It'll probably be medium, medium, soft, or soft, medium, medium, or even a medium, soft, medium. So
Yeah, one of those.
one of those, because right now this group here, so between Vans, unfortunately for Wolfman, he's got a damaged front wing, so he's going to be out of this running unless he can pull a magical Verstappen out. But Vans closed in 2.2 seconds that lap to Specs, who then is 5 seconds up the road in mid. So there's still a chance for Vans to get that win.
As Nico has retired from the session.
That's a shame. That's a real shame for Nico. He's obviously had an accident somewhere,
So currently only one driver not in the points.
and that's Darius Brown. Basic Kiwi gets his top 10 wish at this point in time. If he can stay there, he's in P9.
Yeah, very good for him.
So that works out for him. He asked for a top 10. He's getting a top 10. He's got 8 laps to hold it. So again, another 2 seconds. Van's taken out on Specs with lap 23 right now. Zox getting very close to the back of Wolfman right now. And I think it'll be smack bang, easy done pass down the straight. Wolfman struggling for grip, and I think Zox is going to get him
so much
then and
less
there.
traction out of the corner.
Then and there, he got him. He didn't even need a DRS zone. Can he get DRS? No, Wolfman's the one that gets it. So, but he's too far
Oh,
behind.
where is the DRS line there?
Oh, I think it's at the end of turn 3.
Oh, yeah.
So it's actually pretty early. So, yeah, Zox is now gonna try and chase down Vans. There's 4 seconds between. I think Vans. It's now on Vans. It's win or nothing. It'll be definitely podium. So I wouldn't say win or nothing. But
The race isn't over yet.
this is true. This is true. Anything can go wrong now.
Where it needs to be right now for a podium for sure.
10.7 seconds. So as Pickles puts in, win or riot. So Pickles, we hope you get well soon as well after hearing you recovering from COVID. So hope you get well soon. As Vans is going into the tunnel section. It's a nice little section there. Yes, what is it? 1.9 seconds. So he's getting there. Slowly.
Oh,
I don't know whether he'll get Migs. That's going to be touch and go between Migs and Vans. He needs to clear Specs 56 in half a lap. So he needs to not only get to the back of him, but pass him very quickly. So let's see here. He's 1.1 seconds now. I'm predicting by the next turn he'll be within 7/10. So there's a bit of a lock up there for Vans. We'll be feeling those tyres a little bit, not too much with 4-lap old mediums, but not too bad. Definitely compared to Specs. Pardon?
sorry. We talked a lot of crap about the hards, but there they are out in front doing the job.
This is true. This is very true, and it did work out for Burgers because Burgers is in 8th spot at the moment. So starting on the hards. I don't know whether starting on the hards was the way to go, but he has made him work. So Vaughn's now 4 tenths, 6 tenths behind at the moment.
At the same time,
2
if you look
tenths.
at it,
Yep.
if Vaughn stays where he is now, at this gap, he will probably finish second as Specs
Oh,
does
Vaughn's
with
has
the
hit the
3
back
second
of
penalty.
Specs. Vaughn's hit the back of Specs. Has that done any damage to his front wing?
That was pretty heavy contact.
It doesn't look like it. Specs won't be happy about that one, but
I don't think it will bother Specs very much at all.
I don't think it would, but I don't think he'd be happy about it. So Specs gets himself a penalty. Vaughn's gets himself a penalty. So ball is still in Miggs's court. No damage to Vaughn's car right now. This is where he needs to get him. Vaughn's needs to get him here and now. He gets him now. He's got 5.5 laps to get onto the back of Miggs. And at 2 seconds a lap, here we go. If we ride on board, he's getting closer. I don't know if that's close enough. It has to be one hell of a dive. It is a big dive. Miggs, doesn't leave enough room. Specs, I should say, not Miggs. Specs knows that would have been one hell of a dive and there was no room there. So this is killing Vaughn's race right now. It's here and now is where it is. Here and now is where Vaughn's needs to do it. If he does not, that race win is just slipping away from him.
Yeah, the delta's going up all the time for Miggs, so it's not looking great.
So there goes another lap. So he's not getting in here. So there goes another lap. Apparently he does have minor wing damage. So as Jetties, thank you Jetties, as the Vanzi race engineer. His race is being hurt all the time. Zox closing in. He's now down to less than a second on Vans. Right now, Miggs is looking like the one that, yeah, you can see Vans is struggling to turn left into the corners. So you can see the downforce that's being hurt at this point in time. He's going to struggle. Every left hand corner is going to struggle. Zox is right on the back of him right now. So
This might give Zox a chance to get up on the podium here.
the podium, I don't know about podium. I don't know about a race win because I don't think Zox has the speed right now. As Van's getting closer, still too far. He's not going to get Specs right there. Specs will be deploying all his ERS down that straight. As Vans almost hits the back of him, and with that, Zox is alongside him right now. Can he hold it? No, not quite. So can Zox get a good enough run out of this corner? Maybe he might give him a bit of a slingshot. Not quite. So again, the closest battle on track is with the top four once again. Miggs, however, out in front and minding his own business, trying to keep those tyres alive.
At the same time, Zox is 1 lap less on tyre wear.
That will make a little bit of a difference, particularly when it gets to lap 31. It will make the world of difference. Again, it's Vans.
Zox is on. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, go Law. Vans hits the wall again.
Oh,
Sorry, Vans hit the wall again. Sorry for interrupting you
That can't be
once
good.
again.
that can't be good for the wing.
No, that's gone from bad to worse. So Vans, I think there's his race. Sorry, Lord, before I interrupt again.
That's alright. But I was gonna say Zox is on like lap 5 mediums, and Vance is on lap 6.
Gee. Lap 6, yeah.
As
Zox.
he's just overtaken Vance.
Vans. Both of them went wide.
Yeah,
So-
it seems like the car doesn't quite want to hold on out of the last corner.
No, it does not.
I was gonna say that Vance actually lost it going into the last corner.
Well, they both did. They both went extremely wide. At this moment, Zox with no penalties and Specs with 8 penalties. So right now, Zox is sneaking into second spot with Miggs in first. I don't think he's going to be caught
As
like
Vance
that. It's
gets
2.
another 3-second penalty.
So unless Zox clears Specs right here, right now, there's no way they're pushing on the back of Miggs.
But again, Zox only on 6-lap-old mediums compared to 14-lap-old hards. So Specs is sitting nice and pretty. He'll be very happy right now. Quite a late break as he's touched the back of Specs. Specs is going to be really annoyed by the drivers behind. Bit of a...
Look, it's okay, it's okay. With light touches
Zox
like
going
that,
around the outside. Oh, no, he's hit the back of him. So
that was a bit of a heavier contact.
everyone's hitting the back of Specs. Zox trying to go around the outside. He does fit it. He does get it. Zox does jump him. So now it's up to Vans. What is Vans going to do? So Zox is free. I don't know whether he'll close 8.5 seconds on Migs in the next 3 laps. If it is, that'll be some miracle.
Zox also probably has a little bit of minor wing damage from those couple of contacts.
For sure he will. Right now...
Visually, it doesn't seem like there's anything wrong.
Well, right now Specs is getting DRS, so that's not helping Vans at all.
No.
So, right now you can see the back of Vans' car struggling to turn left right now. He can't even get the power down without hitting the wall. So,
Seems like up the front it's been a bit of a battle of attrition.
It really has. Even the car just won't turn in. But right now it's Specs 5/10 behind. So it's not sitting right with Vans right now because there's a chance to get a podium, but he's going to have to give it one hell of a go to get there. 8.2 seconds. It's still sitting with Migs right now. I don't see, as Basic Kiwi is dumped into 11. He's on the softs right now. So he's obviously made a mistake somewhere. And right now, ball's in Styrish Clowns. So Basic Kiwi might not even get the top 10 he wanted.
As Vance just gets another 3-second penalty.
Well, that's not going to help him. So where is Wolfman? Wolfman 8.6. So Wolfman very lonely race right now. After sitting ahead for quite some time, then making contact. It's not looking great for him. As Burgers is now into 7th, Wobble Candy on the softs. But I think Wobble Candy will get Burgers very, very quickly. Still, Zox, lap 29. Yeah, Zox is not going to catch.
Barnes in the pits.
Barnes in the pits, really now. So I think the only thing he's going to go for is the fastest lap.
Sensible. Wolfman might get him in the stop though.
For sure he will.
12 seconds behind. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure he will. There he goes, Wolfman up into 4th. So Zox 6.9 seconds from Migs as Wobble Candy easy pass on Burgers. It was a clear light and day in terms of speed.
So Vans there sacrificing 2 positions for this 1 point. I don't know if the math works out.
Well, yeah, it doesn't.
Maybe it's just for the glory.
But probably. I mean, he'll catch. He will catch Odang Etiang. I don't imagine Odang Etiang's tyres will be feeling great right now.
What was he on?
He's on 7-lap-old softs. So,
Yeah.
I don't know whether he'll catch him at 5 seconds a lap. He might be 3.
No,
I'm-
I don't think so.
I'm probably predicting he'll be 3 seconds. He's 9.4 seconds behind, and he's taken 2/10 out of him in 1 corner. So, there's potential. There is potential. Zox is getting closer, 6.4 seconds. He'll be pushing like a madman right now. Still, I think, bar commentary curse, or bar any other random incident, or chance, or anything, it's in Migs. It's right now, it's sitting with Migs. It's Migs' to lose.
Surely if you say something like that, you're just making the curse more potent.
You're making the curse more of a chance.
Well, we stay quiet for the for the rest of the race.
As you can see, Migs is almost on the back of Slydog.
Well, Migs, Slide Dog about to be lapped. It's not in my view. He's almost there, not too far, but it's up to. I want to see where. I'm hoping for Basic Kiwi to close down Star-X Clan, but I don't think that's going to happen. So Barnes is
right then and there. So Vines has closed up 9 seconds in 1 lap.
Far out.
That's crazy.
That's going to hamper the fastest lap effort.
I mean, he still have one more effort. He's just got to clear Erdanger's Yang, and he does. He's just got to clear him right now because he'll have one more
Side
lap.
by side, this is going to be a bit sketchy through here, the braking zone.
I think it's still still with Vines right now.
Okay.
So there is
Pretty
now
fast, really fast.
there's 13 seconds to Wolfman. So he's got fresh air. He just needs to save his ERS, his fuel, and he should be fine.
As
So
well, Candy sets the fastest lap with 136.4.
yeah, he's on 1 lap old soft. So really, it's going to come down to who wants the fastest lap. So right now, Zock's getting closer, 4.7 seconds. Again, unless he pulls something magical out, it's not happening on this lap. I think he probably needed, well, Zox needed to clear Specs 2 laps earlier. So we will see.
And you look at it like at the same time, you look at it, he might need roughly around, what, maybe another 2 or 3 laps.
I think another lap actually would have even done it because he's now 3.9 seconds. In the last 3 laps, he's closed him down by over 5 seconds. So 4 seconds now. Yeah, it's Zox needed probably 2 more laps, and he might have actually done it. But in saying that, he needed to clear Specs 2 laps earlier. So there was the chance. Specs defended well. He's probably going to get his podium. If we have a look at the penalties right now. Yeah, Wolfman with 17 seconds. Even Vines might find himself in 4th spot due to the penalties with Wolfman. So Specs will definitely get a 3rd. Sly Dog, 18 seconds. So Sly Dog looks like he's cemented in 9th. So it's going to be interesting to see where I think everything will stay besides Wolfman. I think Wolfman will be dumped into 5th. So
It's actually quite surprising to see how many drivers haven't finished this race and how many drivers haven't even got a penalty.
well, we're on board with Miggs, who's made up 6 spots. Even Specs up, maybe, as we're on board following into the last corner. Miggs wins his first race for OCE Racing League 2 at the Singapore Grand Prix, and Zox will close in 2nd spot. Well done to Miggs.
Well done to me.
Specs into 3rd. You know what? That has now made me question the strategy. Will it be a medium to hard or a soft to hard? Probably medium to hard rather than soft to hard, but
Yeah, it's interesting. I think it's going to depend on a lot of things.
As Wolfman received a 5-second penalty for an unserved penalty.
yeah, that's all he was corner cutting, so he had 17 seconds worth of penalties as Odang Yang crosses the line in 6th.
So I don't think Vaughn's got the fastest lap in the end there.
Who did it go to?
Is it Wobble Candy?
It went, yes, Bobble Candy with a 136.4.
Well, Mobile Candy's the one that gets the fastest lap, so. And
That was spicy towards the end.
really was.
Very.
Really was. So, and Bubble Candy just a little bit of a love tap with the wall. As Burgers will, and he's lucky he's spun it then and there because he's also the last card across the line. So he's at least going to get 3 points. So, or 4 points, I should say.
And unfortunately, Basic Kiwi doesn't get his top 10 finish.
No, he does not. He finished 11th, so just outside of that top 10. What a race, guys. What a race. It was definitely tough. Definitely a tough one as Miggs, the Australian, I'm pretty sure Miggs is Australian, yes. The Australian wins the Singapore Grand Prix. First win after that incident in Austria, as it's got the world map for Miggs. But after that incident in Austria, a bit unfair for him, but he's bounced back quite nicely and put himself onto the top step of the podium.
as we see Biggs in first spot, Zox in second, and Spec, our debutant, rounds out the top three. So 2 Australians, 1 Malaysian, Vans, everyone cheering for the Vansi. The American in fourth spot, unlucky for him. Wolfman
He's
in
gonna,
fifth. Odang and
There's always
Tiang,
the next race.
another next debutant in sixth. Wobble Candy seventh. Burgers in eighth. Sly Dog in ninth, and Styrish Clown will round out the top 10 with Basic Kiwi in 11th. The rest in the DNF with Nico, Kidzu, Salty Sandman, J Miles, Mad Dog, Killaroo, and Quackle. So that marks the end of round 6 for OCE Racing League 2.
we do have a chance for Vines to redeem himself too.
He does have another chance, but we're gonna have to end the stream here and now as we need to start getting set for OCE Racing League 1. So next race about to start very shortly. Viewers, keep an eye out as this live stream went for nearly 2 hours. So
Thanks, Codemasters,
yeah.
title sponsor.
I might even have a quick restart of the system just to again give it the best chance possible. Thank you, viewers, for watching, and thank you, Law, thank you, Chris, for
Not a
joining
problem.
us in the commentary box. Again, viewers, thank you so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the race. We look forward to round 7 for OCE Racing League 2 next week. In the meantime, we have round 6 for OCE Racing 1 starting up very shortly. See you guys.